Okay, so here we go. Baby,
So
this is a beautiful day right now. This is a beautiful time in our lives that with 16 years of being married, that something like this is happening in our lives right now. And we are in a place where we could express to the world exactly what we go through. We are not unique. We know that. There's people that go through freaking problems all the time. But we want to just get it out there and, help people with their struggles also. And let them know that like we got struggles, man. You got struggles. I got struggles.
everybody has struggles.
Everybody has struggles. Sometimes our struggles combine together and sometimes they separate. And it could put certain strains on a relationship because you already know me. I speak about a lot of things, but it takes me a while to let it out also. So I could deal with something for a month, a week, whatever, and then I start talking about it because I'm a person of like isolation. I isolate all my fears and all types of things. I isolate it all and then I let it out in either spurts or at once. But you, my wife of 16 years, are the one that gets what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I let it out to you before anybody.
Well, I noticed it before you let it out.
Yes, and she always, what's wrong, baby? She's just a beautiful woman, a servant woman, and compared to back in the days, today, man, I'm just grateful to have you in my life because you give me that space instead of getting mad at me or anything like that. Well, you still want me to wash my hands when I come in the house
Absolutely.
and before I do anything, but that's I respect that because of things you going through too, you know. So yes, 16 years married. Um we met when I came out of prison. Our first time, let's see if she remembers this. So I'm at my sister's house. I'm probably 2 hours out of prison, coming
I already know
from
what you're gonna
Western
say.
Penitentiary out of Pittsburgh. Um, I'm at my sister's house. What happens next, Heather?
I was fresh out of hemodialysis and I stopped by your sister's house and I poked my head in the door and I said, "What's up?"
Yeah, and that pretty much sums up our first time
My first
seeing each other,
interaction. Yeah.
our first interaction together, and this is no holds barred right here. This is what I'm gonna call this shit. So I was with another female at the time, um, my daughter's mother, when I first met Heather. Um, so I get in the car now, and I'm getting driven to Gateway Braddock,
Mhm.
and I'm in the car. And my sister's calling me and says, "Heather really likes you. She thinks you're hot," and blah blah blah.
You was mad.
I was pissed off. I was pissed off because when I went to prison, I've done some bad things to my kids' mothers, and I'll admit that today. You know what I mean? And when I was in prison, I said I won't do that to nobody else again. I won't do that to them again. I won't do it, period. Did I fail? I might have failed once. We'll get into that later, guys. Um,
It was a long fall.
it was a long fall, like a lot of things in my life. But they tell me that I'm in the car. I'm like, cool, whatever. Baby mom's is next to me. And I'm mad. I got angry. I'm like, I can't believe that they trying to get another female with me. And I'm trying to guess, rekindle what me and my daughter's mother had, which I found out some crazy things along the way, which would bring actually me and my wife together today. She did not take me away from my daughter's mother. Probably said that she did, but she did not. But it was magical. It was Bruno Mars magical because we always hear that song. What's the name of the song, baby?
Just the way you are.
Just the way you are. And that's kind of our 16-year marriage song that I love. So, anyways, I'm gonna let my I call her BB, my BB, because I love her so much. I'm gonna let BB talk more about what happens after that. You know, when we first met and our first times together and stuff like that. Well, not everything. But yeah, we did that.
There was a lot of that. That's what all the first things were about.
Bunny rabbit, yeah, definitely bunny rabbit a lot. But I don't know. What's your recollection? What could you say about our first year?
The first year? I mean, it was great. Everyone says like you go through the honeymoon phase, but I feel like I don't know if the honeymoon phase ever left.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, like, you know, when you were going through your stuff and you left, it was some of the best days of our lives.
She's talking about addiction and
Yes.
the lifestyle that it took me decades to get over.
That I didn't even know you were using. You had to come to me and tell me.
Yeah, well, I looked like I got beat up with a bat and I shied away from sex and everything because I did not want her to see me naked because I did not know how to intravenously use heroin. So I was just sticking my body with needles and it left big bruises. And I'm talking about toes, from my toes. If I knew how to do my neck, I would have did it too. But it was my toes all the way up to my torso, my arms,
You had a lot of
everything, shoulders.
infiltrations.
It was bad, y'all. But even before that, you know, like I never used hard drugs before that. I mean, I've taken Vicodin, and this is before prison because of a leg injury, self-sustained injury, whatever. That's what really got me kind of hooked and searching for more of that feeling. But what ultimately led me into using hard drugs would be the lifestyle. I mean, I was back and forth to New York. I didn't want to carry pounds of weed in my car anymore. And that's what got me sent to prison. That while I was in prison, I ain't think about how am I gonna make my life better, right? Like, which I should have. I'm just thinking about how am I gonna make this money.
Always.
And I'm still like that today, but I just do it differently. Um, and besides the perfect design that I would say God put me in, because I see my life as different timelines or phases. You know, the kid that was born to addicts, kid witnessing the using, the kid witnessing the drug use, the lifestyle on the streets. I was born in the Bronx. I've witnessed so many things in my life that didn't say, yo, go be a doctor or this or that. It said, yo, go get that money on the corner, man. All you gotta do is chill right there. You know what I'm saying? Hold the gun in the bag. You know what I mean? And if it's beef, hold it on your waist. You know what I mean? But keep it in the bag if you see something weird. You know what I mean? Just keep it there all the time. And the hustling. I would love being around the neighborhood drug dealers. I loved when they sent me to the store. I loved doing all that. Being a part of that life was like it made, pardon this, but it made balls, my hairs on my balls raise because I loved that shit. The rush was incredible to me. And yeah, so came out of prison, started selling some heroin, and you know, my father told me put them gloves on and put a mask, and I'm like, I've been doing this shit for so long, but the extent and the amount of the heroin that I was packaging, I would sit there for hours with no gloves, no mask, and I would use razor blades
Chip
to,
it down.
yeah, and get it off my fingers. Meanwhile, it's going in my system, and which would later give me that urge to say in my brain, like, yo, sniff a line. And it came to the point that I did it, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Yes. You see her face, y'all? Heroin was the best thing that happened in my life because if I did not do it, I would not be where I'm at right now. Like I said, it's the perfect design. It had to happen. Where would I be right now, baby? What do you think if I didn't use that heroin? Where would I be right now? Where would we be?
Will you be in jail? Because since we moved, the police came to kick in the door.
Oh, yeah, we had some parole officer stuff happening. Me telling her not to open the door and she's washing dishes. And my PO just opened the door. And all I know, I'm upstairs faking I'm sleeping and I got a pistol in my head. And yeah, it was beautiful though.
Well, you told me to hide and not answer the door. So I'm thinking you're going to escape. So she walks in and I'm in the back dialysis room and she's like, oh, you don't answer your door? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. So she asked if you're there. And of course I'm going to say no. So I'm thinking you went out the window. And then you're hiding under a blanket. Then we both look stupid. I'm in handcuffs, searching the whole house. Knowing I had stuff on me in my pockets. I'm hella nervous.
What did you do for me that day when she found that razor?
When she found the razor?
Yeah, with the white stuff on it. And it was on the bed. You were sitting on the bed.
She found it?
Yeah. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Well, that would be the only drug paraphernalia she found besides the empty stamp bags that I packaged in. But my PO found a razor. It had, I think it was cocaine on it. And she put it on the bed, and my wife is on the bed. I'm standing there in cuffs, and Heather goes and wipes the cocaine off of the razor and puts it back, and there was no more residue. But yeah, that was a very interesting day. It was kind of fun. I ended up in
Jail?
no, they sent me to the renewal center for 3 months, 90-day program, 6th floor. And then what I started doing up there, baby.
Hustling. Had me opening deodorant bottles, and I would slit the deodorant, empty it all the way out, stuff them with as many cigarettes as I could, put it back on, smooth it out, cap it, and send them off.
Made a lot of money in the renewal center. It was freaking awesome. I even staged a heart attack so I could get packs of cigarettes in there. And the only way I was able to stage that was I had a guy fake. Well, in there, when you get a package, they call you over the loudspeaker and you come, you get your package. They open the pack. You got to open the package right there. So the guy that was working, I knew he was a nervous dude. So I had her send me packs, one open packs, like no hiding the shit, nothing. Send the packs in the mail. I got this, baby. She sends the packs in the mail. I have one guy fake a heart attack in the room. And once they heard my name, I said, once y'all hear my name on that thing and you see me walk into the office, you drop to the floor in the room. You come running as soon as you see him giving me that package. And you say, so-and-so is having a heart attack. So it worked out beautiful. It worked out beautiful, man. Like, the dude, my name went over. I get the package in my hand. This guy comes running, and the package is in my hand. And the guy who's working runs to help the guy who's faking a heart attack. And I take that box with beautiful Newports, which were about $9-10 a stick. That's how much I was getting for one cigarette. And I run to my room and I stash it in there, and it was awesome. And the guy, he got rushed to the hospital. He was pissed off because he had to stay in the hospital for 2 days.
Give him some cigarettes and then he was all right.
Yeah, he said, you owe me more than what you were supposed to give me. But yeah, they really thought he caught a heart attack. But yeah, moving on though with that, I got out, and yeah, it was, I done some stupid stuff. I brung her along the way. But she got her shit too. What about you, BB? Tell them something about you. What was going on? What was going on in tell them what was going on in your life when we met.
Well, I was probably 6 years into hemodialysis. And I was working at a restaurant. And all the guys, all the cooks and stuff did pain pills. And they was like, oh, Heather, like, you need to try this. It gives you energy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, no, like, I'm not with that. So the days kept going on. It was persistent. So I was like, all right, man, like, let me try one. Because my energy was low because, hemodialysis in particular would just wash me out. So I remember one of the cooks, his name was Duke, gave me a Vicodin. And, oh, man, I felt great. I was running around the restaurant, cleaning, doing the windows, like doing stuff that, like, is not even on our duty list. Just anything and everything. So then from that day, probably for a good 15, 17 years after, like that's what I did. Like, I'd get out of dialysis. I'd feel so tired. I'd go home. I would take my pain pills, and then boom, energy. And that's what kept me locked in. Because I wasn't used to the energy.
So my wife was, she had the pill addiction. Rather than me, I was on heroin, cocaine, and later I found the crack pipe. We never took pills together. That's how I would sneak my heroin use in, because I would go to New York and get bags of Percocets and Vikes, and I'm like, baby, look what I got for you. And me, right? So I'll take a ton of pills. She had her hand in the bag, taking whatever she wanted. But I was doing heroin also. So I was trying to hide, because heroin and pills got similar reactions, like the nodding and stuff too.
I did not.
So, well, with me, it would give me energy until I stood still. When I stood still, that's when I'll get the nod. But other than that, if I'm moving around, I'm doing it until I fall. Just trying to move in the days. We got married 2011
In this building.
in this building. So we are in the recovery lab right now at Serenity Farms, the landmark building here in Washington, PA. And me and my wife got married downstairs in the magistrate's office.
Spence's magistrate office, yeah.
which he was very familiar with my wife.
He married me. He arrested me.
I paid fines to him.
Same.
But we got married downstairs, and it's such a beautiful freaking story, man. God's design is so beautiful that you guys gotta stay tuned to this, because as we go further into what we doing here, it's all gonna play out, and I'm gonna show y'all what I see and how I know God has made all of this happen. The pain, the pleasures, everything.
Trials and the testimonies.
Everything. My wife.
And this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. Like, there's so much more.
God. It's amazing. So, for our last 2 minutes, 3 minutes that we're going to be on this right now, I want you to just tell the audience some more about what you was in your addiction and your end stage renal failure, which happened 22 years ago. So that year when we both got together in our lives together, what was some things that was going through your head? I know my baby had seizures, and so her recollection of a lot of things, like I could be remembering things and she won't remember. So if you could,
yeah, I was in a coma for a month.
Yeah. We'll get to that later on in life, because that was maybe 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
5, 6 years ago.
So when we met, what was some things you was going through in addiction? Did you even know it was addiction?
No, not really. It was really natural to me, because I would, I was prescribed something for anxiety. So I would use that to sleep, because I have a hard time sleeping, whereas you can lay down, your head hits the pillow, and you're out in 2 seconds. Like, I'd be so jealous of that. But for me, the pills helped me have energy. And then at night, I would take, my anxiety meds sometimes to help me sleep. But I didn't realize, like, the patterns or anything. Like it was very normal to me. Like, everyone knew I had a problem but me.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah. But it was rough. I didn't think that I would even be here today. I didn't think I would have been here 10 years ago. But literally, like, when I think about my life, to sum it up, there's a song called God's Story. And that's literally like the anthem to my life. Like, my whole life is a God story.
My baby.
I mean, it really is.
I love you so much. So, before we end this, did you see yourself becoming clean at that time when we met? You
no, because I didn't realize I even had a problem.
Right. Did you think we was gonna make it this long?
Oh yeah. As soon as I met you and I looked at you, I'm like, there's something about him. Like, I seen something in you that you didn't even see in yourself. Yeah.
I probably still don't.
You don't. It. I always have to tell you, don't give yourself enough grace. You put yourself down a lot, and I don't know why. Maybe it's something you're personally dealing with, because you haven't even properly grieved over certain things or dealt with certain things.
I like holding things in.
And it's not good.
It's not,
I suppressed too. Like, I suppressed for years. It's not a good thing.
Okay, so baby, like, what I'm trying to do, what I want us to do here is reach people in recovery, reach people with mental health situations, illness, marriage. And we want people also to give feedback on, maybe questions you have for us, and you can put it in the comment section. And ask us some questions that you would like, or
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it's marital questions, how did we make it to 16 years? Because we weren't perfect
oh no,
by far.
we wasn't, man, but we stuck.
We chose each other every time.
Yes.
Like, was it worth letting go?
Yes, and I was absent for some years. Once I realized I couldn't sell drugs no more because I'm gonna keep on using it, and I started my rehab's journey. We'll get into that later, though. So, yeah, baby, this is the start of something, man, that we've been talking about for a while, and I'm so glad it's me and you right here, cause yo, both of our lives, we would never ever think this.
No, especially me, because I was so like, why are you in them rooms? You're there for the bitches. And yeah, I wasn't with it.
So, what brought you to recovery, baby?
Just after like seeing what a difference it made for you. And
God's design, y'all.
once I seen that I had a problem and recognized it, I wanted to help. I wanted to give back. I've taken so much that I don't think I could ever give back what I've taken.
But you're doing a wonderful job today.
Yeah.
You are, man. Like
But there's still so much more to this story. Definitely stay tuned in. I mean, it's only the tip of the iceberg. You haven't even got some of the best stuff. But if you have marital questions, mental health questions.
And we ain't gonna fluff shit up either. And if we don't have the answer,
I give it to you straight.
We don't have the answer. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know, straight up, because I want everything on this to be fucking real.
Recovery questions. If you're new in dialysis or even have questions about, I've done every type of dialysis there is.
Yes, we definitely want to reach people in illness or going through what Heather's going through. So she can answer a lot of questions. So a lot of the people that actually helps her in her dialysis and stuff, she could teach them some things because she knows more than them. She's been going through this for 22 years.
And even people that isolate, like tune in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've been there. I know what that's like.
Me too. I'm still kind of like that.
Well, there's a difference. For me, I don't really so much isolate. Like, it's my home is where I feel at peace. Like, I feel safe. Like, it's my safe place.
And that's okay. It's a problem when you in them, what you say is your safe place, but thinking crazy things. So me, I can't be in a place like that where my mind races. I got too much going on. So I resort to Ubering. It's not all about the money with Ubering. It's about trying to free my mind and seeing different places, because I love when I'm on the mountains.
Which I would love.
Yeah. Which kind of separates us with certain things also, because, right now she's doing hemo, but she's really peritoneal, which keeps her in the house about 14, 15 hours. And we don't really get night outs or morning wake-ups together because she's on her peritoneal dialysis machine. But guys, I wanna thank y'all for tuning in. This is just like a pilot thing. We're just talking a little bit.
Yeah.
And we will be filming ourselves at home, going through situations, because like I said, man, we're gonna bring some rawness, man. And I got nothing to hide. You got anything to hide, baby?
Nope, I'm free.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, y'all. So stay tuned, man. And yeah, thanks for joining in.
Yes.
Me and my BB.
Definitely stay tuned. There's so much more to come. The good stuff.
You're gonna be telling stuff about me.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Gonna talk about my snoring?
I can think of way better things to talk about than that.
Well, thank you guys. We're gonna wrap it up for now. Thanks for joining in. Stay tuned.
Yes, thank you. To be continued.